A title appears over black. Reunited. In a photo, a man stands beside wood carvings of birds.
8 years ago, I met Wilton Russell, a Black Seminole woodcarver in Red Bays, when I bought one of his pieces. As we talked, he spoke of his ancestor, John Horse. I remembered hearing about John Horse from Black Seminole groups in Texas and Mexico that we visited in 2000. So I told him that I had met his cousins, and he said he didn't know about them. I thought that was tragic. Florida's Seminole Indian tribe was joined by Gullah Geechee freedom seekers from the Sea Islands and became known as the Black Seminoles. These two groups built a strong union based on their opposition to expanded white settlement. When Florida was annexed by the U.S. in 1819, their freedom and way of life was threatened. Together they resisted removal and fought the U.S. Army in 2 wars that lasted until 1842. In the midst of these wars, one Maroon community, Angola, was destroyed in 1821. Some Black Seminoles escaped to the Bahamas, where they were listed as residents in Red Bay, Andros Island, in 1828. Other Black Seminoles removed with the tribe to Indian Territory in 1842. Once there, though, they had to fight efforts to enslave them.
A drawing shows a man with a rifle.
Allied with Wildcat, a Seminole leader and friend, John Horse and many of the Black Seminoles escaped to Mexico. Following the Civil War, some became U.S. Army Scouts and resettled in Fort Clark, Texas. While telling Wilton the story, I added that it would be great to somehow get the groups together again. He said it would bring tears to his eyes.
Group photos.
These groups had not been connected for almost 200 years. I now had a mission. We were able to bring representatives from each group and the Gullah Geechee to the Underground Railroad Conference that we held in St. Augustine, Florida in 2012. They spent long hours into the night sharing stories. Wilton had told us that every time he plays his guitar, people dance. At the Descendants convocation that closed the conference, Wilton played for the audience. And to my surprise, people danced.
People dance in a photo montage as Wilton plays electric guitar.
I was the one with tears in my eyes.
She and Wilton smile together in a photo. Text appears over black. Diane Miller. This story is dedicated to the Black Seminole people whom I have been privileged to meet, and to their ancestors whose spirit continues to inspire. Music, Freedom is Coming, Underground Railroad Freedom Singers. Recorded at the New Orleans Jazz National Historical Park. Logos, National Park Service and National Underground Railroad Network to Freedom. This story was produced in a workshop facilitated by StoryCenter. Listen deeply, tell stories. StoryCenter.org